Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing a Layton Lakes super guide. We are going to be covering every animal in Layton Lakes, and we're going to be covering time, what gun to use, and all of that great stuff. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button and subscribing if you're new here, that'd be greatly appreciated. One thing that I'm not including in this video are maps of where everything is, because I'm on PlayStation and that's kind of hard to do. So I will be working on trying to get those to you though. So thank you for watching, and let's jump right into it. Alrighty guys, we are going to go to our inventory, and this is my loadout for Layton Lakes. Actually, this is not. Pretend this is the 22. So the 300 is for moose and black bear. You can use the 308. It just does not get as much penetration as the 300, so that's why I use the 300. I use the 308 for whitetail. I also use the 300 for elk. I use the 308 for whitetail, which I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I use it for. But for whitetail and blacktail. The 243 I use for coyotes, and I do use the handgun 243 because it's really, really good. And then I don't have the 22 equipped with me. I have a shotgun because I was on Rev and Thule, but I do carry the 22 for ducks and rabbits. But you could swap it out for a shotgun for ducks and rabbits. It doesn't really matter. But that is my loadout, so let's jump into the first animal. Alrighty, everybody. For the first animal, we are going to be covering white-tailed deer, which is one of the more popular choices of Layton Lakes. If you do not have any DLCs, this is a very good whitetail map. As you can see, there's lots of bucks in this herd. It's 3 bucks and 1 doe. So there are a couple things we're going to talk about with these guys. Their rares are piebald, albino, and melanistic. Piebald being the most common and melanistic being the rarest out of the 3. And for collars, there is the deer grunt collar, which is my personal favorite. There's the buck snortweeze collar, which comes in Virhunga, and there's the deer bleep collar, which is the base game collar. Diamond for whitetail deer is 255.9. I'm pretty sure that's what they changed it to. We have a very nice one up here, gold. Guaranteed gold. We dropped it with a heart shot, and we'll take that one too. For weapons, you can use a variety of guns. The 243, 308. You pretty much can use all the rifles except for the 300, which is very nice. I would not suggest the 243 rifle. That's the base game, just because it's a little underpowered. But you can still use it if you get close enough. And it's pretty effective if you get in close enough range. But yeah, whitetail are one of the things on Layton Lakes. If you have been playing in the game for a while, you will know that whitetail are a very good option for money. They pay 500 to 800, which is not a lot, but there's usually big herds that you can take down. They do have a fabled, the great one, whitetail deer. There are 3 great ones in the game, and whitetail is one of the 3. Whitetail was the first great one in the game. Went for the neck shot, but missed. But that's all right. Yeah, so we're gonna pick up this whitetail, and we'll look at all of its score ratings. It was a good shot. That was actually the second one. This is the good shot. Gold guaranteed at 225.36, which is actually a pretty nice one. Silver is 112.5, gold is 193.79, and diamond, which I thought was 255.09, and I was correct. So this is a very nice whitetail, and whitetail was one of the first animals that I hunted. It was the first diamond I ever got. So let's move on to the next animal. One thing I forgot to mention is for the whitetail map, you will find whitetail all along the left-hand side, and only the left-hand side. You'll find them at this lake and all the other lakes along here. Most this river and about up to here. This lake farther up has it, and there are some along here. So everything on the left-hand side and some on this lake have white-tailed deer. Alrighty, guys. For the second animal of this super guide, we have the black-tailed deer. One of Layton's things that keep Layton alive is the blacktail, because this is the only map with blacktail. Their drink time is 1600 to 2030, 2000 or 2030. One thing I forgot to mention with the whitetail, they drink from 8 to 8:30 to I think it's 12:30. For blacktail, I'm pretty sure they go diamond at 175 or something like that, and they are all on the right-hand side of the map. So you will not find any lakes with whitetail. You will not, except for like I'm pretty sure this middle one's got whitetail and blacktail, but this whole side is just blacktail, and you will not find whitetail on this side. So we actually have a very decent blacktail right there. We're gonna take it. It is a class 4 animal, so any class 4 to 8 will do perfect, or you can use bow, which would be 420 grain arrows. So we're just going to take down the one. And then for rares, it is piebald, albino, melanistic, just like the whitetail. Blacktail are now they're a nighttime species, well, almost nighttime species. They used to be in the day. We're going to take one more. By the way, guys, you will not see me pick up every deer. I do, once I end the clip, I do go pick it up. It's just sometimes like that, I made a bad shot, and I don't want to waste my time going around and picking them up. For blacktail, there is a scent eliminator for them, which is nice. So you can either use the main scent eliminator, which works for everything, or they have specific ones to that animal. So let's move on to the next animal. Actually, before we move on to the next animal, we probably should pick up this blacktail. Let's see what it scores and what diamond is. 170.60. That 5. That is a big one. If he was a little wider, he probably would have been diamond. They are max level is 5, and there's no great one for them. Diamond is 177.58. So this guy was 7 off, and he would have been a diamond. That was really close. I only have one of these guys as diamonds, and I only have one rare, which was a piebald. Alrighty, guys. The next animal we're going to be talking about is moose. On Layton Lakes, they drink on the left-hand side, just like whitetail, but you will find them right up in here sometimes, and you will find them at this lake right here, and all the way down, all the way on this side. This up here, up at this lake, this is one of my favorite spots to hunt moose. It was before the update, and it still is one of my favorite moose. We have a female there. It looks like we have no, that's another female. I hope we have a bull here. It's alright if we don't, but it'd still be nice to take down a bull. Looks like we don't. We can check over here, and there's not. So, for moose, their max weight is, I'm not doing all the max weights, I'm just doing some. In kilograms, their max weight is 620, and I could not tell you the pounds for moose because I have no idea. Diamond for moose is 275 point something. They've changed everything so much now. For rare fur types, they come in piebald, albino, and melanistic. Wow, there's a lot of females at this lake. Sometimes there's males, sometimes there's females. Obviously, as you can tell, there's females. Oh my goodness, there's so many females. Maybe there's a big old bull moose somewhere back there. They go diamond at 5 medium. It can go diamond at 4. There's another female, but it's very, very rare. I use the 300 Win Mag as a DLC weapon, which comes with the Yukon. But if you are looking for the non-DLC route, I would suggest the 7mm. It's a powerful weapon. It only has one shot, which is its downfall, but it still works great. And there's only one collar, and that is the moose collar. So let's move on to our next animal. Okay, guys, we are now looking at the Roosevelt elk. They drink from 4 o'clock to 8:30. They're on the right-hand side at most of the lakes. A really good spot is up and down this part of the eastern side river, or whatever you want to call that. And as you probably saw, we have a albino female Roosevelt elk. That is awesome. First time coming down here, and I just see something white. Hopefully it has antlers, but none of this group has antlers. So we are going to, she's perfect weight. We're going to use the 300 Magnum because they are class 8. You can use any class 4 to 8 weapon, but my choice is the 300. Drop the albino with the heart shot. We're going to go pick it up, and I will tell you more about them when I pick it up. Actually, for rares, they come in piebald, albino, and I'm pretty sure melanistic. So if you want to do a rare grind, that is what you... yeah, I think they come. I'm not actually quite sure on the melanistic part. I've not done all my research on elk. On at least Roosevelt elk, because Roosevelt elk aren't my favorite elk to hunt. So I don't do a lot of hunting for them, as you could probably tell, because there's just a albino sitting here. Now, I want to test the 243 pistol. This is not made for elk, but I just want to see. They might get, I can get close enough to under 50 meters, I think. Well, not under, like, probably 75, but since we're going to go for a heart shot, obviously. I'm pretty sure we missed the heart shot. That looked a little high. That's okay. I did not expect much from... It's still a 243. Even though the 243 pistol is better than the 243 rifle, that does not mean it gets the same penetration as something that's way stronger. Yeah, this is a nice albino. Never shot an albino one of these, so let's tack that immediately. Pretty cool. Diamond for them is 380.81. So if you're looking for a diamond, that's what it would score. Yeah, that's cool how we found a little trophy on this hunt. Didn't even expect that. Let's move on to black bear. Guys, next on the list is black bear. Now, I cannot find any black bear because Layton Lakes is not cooperating and does not want to let go of this rain and fog. I've left a couple of times and just won't do it. So we'll just have to do everything else but shoot one. So for the map, they're all over the map. A lot in the middle area and top, and just the top of the map. They're all over here. They're literally almost everywhere. A couple lakes like over here don't have them. This lake's got them though. Their drink time is 0-100 to 3:30. I'm pretty sure, or somewhere around that. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Their collar is the distressed fawn collar, and that is the only one. And their common fur types, which has been confused sometimes, is dark, black, and dusky. I don't know why dusky's not a rare, but it doesn't really matter. And for their rare fur types, they have cinnamon, blonde, and brown, which are very rare. No albinos, no melanistics, but that is alright. And I like to use the 300, but you can use any class 3 to 8 rifle because they are a class 7 animal. So, unfortunately, I could not find any black bears on this map because it's too rainy. But we will move on to the next animal. Alrighty, guys, the next animal we're going to be talking about is jackrabbits. They're at night, and I don't want to switch tonight because I have no money from switching, so we're just going to talk about them. Jackrabbits go... Sorry if there's noise in the background. We have people over. Max weight track is 6.8 kilograms or 15.1 pounds. They go diamond at level 3. For guns, you can use the Virant 22 LR, the Zarza 22, any shotgun with birdshot or a bow if you want to shoot them with a bow for some reason. I don't know why you'd want to use a bow, just like ducks, but you are welcome to. For diamond, it is 6.33, so they do not have a drink time, which is very nice for just finding them. It's not nice for if you're trying to look for them. They only have one rare variation, and that is albino. So if you want a white rabbit in your lodge, which I'm never going to try to unless if I come across one, and they are pretty much everywhere. They're now a lot harder to find. Not pretty much everywhere, they're just a lot harder to find. There's a good amount of them up here. There's a couple of zones up here. Down in this area I found was pretty good. This little flats area next to the water here is good. And then this little hump over here next to where you spawned, and then usually the first watchtower and the first outpost you get is also pretty good. So let's move on to the coyote. Alrighty guys, for the last species of Layton Lakes is coyote. Again, I'm not going to switch to them because they have barely no money to switch tonight. They drink from 0-100 to 4 or 430. Coyotes, it's usually you don't find very big zones. They make diamond at 9 legendary. I've never seen an 8 mythical make diamond before. I don't think it's possible. If you have seen it, post it or tell me in the comments. For coyotes, they're a class 2 species. So you'll want to be using the 243. You can use the handgun or you can use the rifle, whichever one. The props to using the handgun is you get to put the handgun scope on, and I think it's more powerful than the normal one, and you can sight it into 200 meters. And since they're tiny, the zeroing really matters, so that's nice. Max weight is 27 kilograms or 59 pounds, and their collar is the Predator Jackrabbit collar. That is the only collar that they have. And by the way, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Of course, we have moose coming in now. After I'm done with moose, I'm actually going to take this real quick, even though we're not on coyote. We're not going to be using that. Let's take out the 300. Just so you guys do get to see a moose kill. There's one bull. Diamond for coyote is 58.7. There is no female diamond coyotes from what everyone knows of. We didn't think there was fox, but there are. For common fur types, it is gray-brown, orange, light gray, and dark gray. Again, sorry for the background noise. My parents are being friends are being very loud. And then for rare, it's just the normal piebald, albino, and melanistic. Piebald being the most common, which is still rare, very rare, and melanistic being the rarest. If any of you have a melanistic, let me know in the comments below. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you, and comment down below rare coyote so I know you made it this far into the video. So for where they drink, they're mostly on the bottom of the map, and they drink again from 0 to 4 or 430. You can find them along the edge here. There's a couple zones around this lake. This lake's got a couple up towards the top and one towards the bottom, and then there's a couple down here. And you'll find them scattered along this river. So that is the Layton Lakes Super Guide. I hope you enjoyed. This took me a very long time to create. Sorry there was no maps I could put up. I'm still working on how I can set that up for the videos because it's kind of hard to do it editing on PlayStation. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped you. And if you have any questions, I know this wasn't perfect. This is the very first Super Guide I've done. More others that are coming soon will be more smoother. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.